Hey everyone, Leanne here from Kingdom Blogger. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how I edit and upload the videos that I create on my phone into YouTube, as well as share it to other platforms. So I'm actually going to show you how I edit them in CapCut, and then how I actually upload it, like what things I fill out in YouTube, and then once it's published, what I do with it after that. Okay, so let's hop over here. I'm going to show you my actual phone screen. Okay, so I am using CapCut now. I do have the Filmora app, but I actually have the license, so I just exclusively use CapCut for that. So I'm going to import the video. Now down here at the bottom, I'm going to hit the, at the very bottom, the text, the T with the word text under it. I'm going to hit that. And then I'm just going to hit auto caption. And then I'm going to choose where it says templates. I just choose the first one. I actually sometimes change it after, depending on if I like how it looks for me. So I'm just going to do this really quick. All right. Go about here. And hit split. I'm going to cut this part out to delete. All right, so starting right here. Now, I don't like the text to be that low, so I'm going to touch it and I'm going to move it up to about right here. This way, depending on where you share it, sometimes just the data that displays on the screen inside the social is sort of in the bottom left corner, like right in here. And so I want this to be above that. And so I just kind of put it right there. And also, just when you're recording these, notice how I have a little bit of space above my head. This is good if you want to add, like, for the cover image, like a question or something like that. And I'll show you at the end of the video what I'm talking about. So instead of recording it where like your face is in the whole screen, kind of leave a little bit of space right there. Okay, so I'm going to see. So what you're going to do, you want to cut, like, you don't want pauses. So empty inside, cut, and then immediately go to the next frame of words. So I'm going to hit right there. Oops, that went down. Split. I'm going to pull this text over to which right there. And so now, so this is where, when you're talking, if it's going to end up going over 58 seconds, you can cut out line items, right? So there's more that I see here, but I'm already at like 53 seconds. And I always close my videos with stay blessed and keep the faith strong. So I'm just going to go here, cut out all of that. Okay, so now if any of these textings, like there's a misspelled word, because sometimes when I say keep the faith strong, it'll spell out face, FACE. So you just touch that, hit edit captions, and then you can edit the spelling of the word right there. But I want to check. So I don't really like just this design for the words. There's a different way it shows up that I prefer better. I mean, it's really your choice. I've just kind of been using this other one. So you're going to highlight the text, right? The brown one here, hit style, And then down here where it says trending, I'm going to scroll it over and hit mono. And I'm going to use this. I just like this one better. And then what I'm going to do is hit cover. And I'm going to scroll it over because what I want to get is a frame with certain words. And so I'm going to scroll. The God is the one we're talking about. So I would probably choose this. Sometimes you can find a good one, sometimes you can't. So I'm actually going to scooch this down because it's like right under my chin. Okay, so right here, there's two ways you can go about this. I don't really like the words, the way they're grouped for this particular theme, what this video is about. So what I'm going to do, I am actually going to delete this text block, just this first one. And I'm going to add, I feel so, and choose a font that I like. Make it bigger. Scroll it right above my head here. This is what will be the cover. So when the video first shows, it'll show this. And so this is one way you can do it. Or I'm going to just, you don't want it to overlap, right? So you see how this overlaps. So you want to make sure that it stops. And then here, no, now you want to choose a cover in YouTube and any really social media. The visual matters. And so catching your face in a certain way that implies, the feelings or whatever. So I'm just going to kind of scroll it. Until I find one that I like. Sorry, I'll Okay, that looks kind of fun. And I'm just going to save. And so this becomes the cover. So when you save it, this will be the frame that starts the video. Now, again, you could choose a frame that had the text, the auto caption with certain words. The idea is the words on the words that are showing, they're not going to you don't want them to match exactly what you put for your title, but they should back it up, right? Which where they kind of go together, either like a question in your title, and this is the answer, or this is the question and the statement, and that's the answer. ChatGPT is really good about helping you. This is called a hook, the words on the screen, that's called a hook. So from here, I'm just going to export. Done. Now I'm going to go over to YouTube. Yeah. Okay. So here's the video here. Next. Here, I'm going to click on that thumbnail and just make sure it's on the frame I want it to be. And then here, I'm just going to say, God, I feel so empty. Now I'm going to say, God, why? Why do that? Now, you can have preset settings for your settings for your account. so that it'll say public is the default. I don't do location. And audience, you can set this in the settings where it automatically defaults to no with not me, because otherwise you need to change this to where it says no. And that's literally all I fill out for my shorts. I don't put a description. I don't do tags. I don't do any of that. And so I'm just going to hit upload. Then I'm going to come over to Instagram. I'm going to do the same thing. Edit cover because I want it to be make some seal. Done. I'm going to say, God, why do I feel? And so I'm going to do my hashtags. Today is Monday. That and then I'm gonna go on to TikTok. Do the same thing. Oops. My goodness. HTML. Then I'm going to go into Facebook, things down. Boom. And that's kind of it. Actually, once it finishes uploading, I actually switch over to my personal profile and I share it so all my friends see it. And I actually get more comments from my Facebook friends than from my blogging page. You could also go into Pinterest if you wanted to upload it here. And I'll say daily devotion. Not feel. No. Now I'm going to add a link from my Instagram. Copy link. Instagram. And I'm going to erase all the way to the question mark so that I can. Done and done. And that's it. Like, I mean, it took me a little longer because I was working through the editing. And my fingers are feeling kind of fat today, but that is the process I use. So CapCut is really simple. Like I said, you can just hit auto caption and then go through and make sure all the words are spelled correctly and it's like the right word. Cut your, end of sentence, cut, start, cut, start, cut, cut, start. And then, like I said, if you've gone long-winded and it ends up being over 58 seconds, just find one sentence or part of a sentence that you can just take out, or maybe take out the ending, whatever it is, to break it down. Now, this is for YouTube. YouTube is 60 seconds. So it needs to be 58 for the file. But if you're just creating them for Instagram and Facebook Reels, they can be up to 90 seconds. So I would say, what is that? 80, 88 seconds. Just so you have that 2-second buffer for when it's uploaded. I don't know how that works for Instagram and Facebook, but I know on YouTube, you want to make it 2 seconds less just to be safe. Otherwise, it throws it into the regular feed. Now, as far as the titles, like I said, you could go, I actually do this. Let me show you. So as for the titles and the hooks and all that, I actually use ChatGPT. So I'll show you kind of what that looks like. So I just asked it, I am like, give me some hooks. I want to create some hooks for my YouTube videos. I started with some numbered ones, but now I'm like, make them hooks that are things people say when they're losing hope and feeling overwhelmed, such as, I always give examples. God, why did you step? And I always want them to be like 5 or 6 words or less. And so, add 20 more about faith struggles. It did a lot in this conversation. Like these are way longer, so I might take that part of it, add some more about hope, make some a question and some a short statement. Questions are good. Waiting on God. And so and if you have one that does really well, like the hook that you use, just say, hey, I had a viral short title. God, are you there? Make a list of similar titles that might go viral. So these hooks, sometimes I use these as the title for the video. Other times I use them for the overhead statement, the hook. So it just kind of depends. And then once I do the video, sometimes I'll actually say, give me 3 or 5 ideas. If it doesn't give me a good title, like this one says, God, do you see my pain? So I would probably use this as the title. And then the hook would be just part of the normal auto caption. I'll find somewhere in my conversation that I like what it says and just kind of go from there. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this one, God, why am I still waiting? That was from ChatGPT. But then, let me see, I'm gonna open this one up. So the thumbnail, it's not going to show it because I opened the video, but if it was showing it like in the feed, let me see if any of mine actually show up. Hold on. Well, that was the one I just published, but if you see any of mine show up in your feed, you'll see what I'm talking about. I set this one to have this as the cover, right? Some of my other ones, it's the words here that I set as the cover because whatever set of words that was balanced off my title. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's really just a call. And like I said, after a day, if you got no views, you can go back and edit the title and make it better. And ChatGPT is really great at helping you make the titles better. So anyway, that is how I do it. I know that was kind of fast, but it's really simple. I do this every single morning. And the thing is, I do it. I actually do 2 videos every morning. I do a blogging tips one and the faith one. Now, the blogging one, I only upload to the YouTube channel. And then the other one, I upload YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and when I remember, Pinterest. And so, I mean, the recording takes me a little over a minute because I have a lot of mess ups. So maybe 2 minutes to record, another minute or 2 to edit. The whole process takes me 5 minutes per video. That's it. And so you could literally sit down and just, for an hour, make a bunch of them, then go back and edit them, and then schedule them out for the week. So you're not doing it like every single morning like I do. I do it every morning. Just it helps keep me, in the word. But I'm actually getting where I'm recording 2 videos, 2 for blogging, 2 for this. That way I have a backup for if some morning I just am running late or like had a doctor's appointment. And so every morning, whatever I'm wearing, I make 2 videos, and then the one I publish today, and then I have the other one is back up on my phone for a rainy day. So that's just kind of the process I'm using right now. So anyway, I hope this all made sense. If you still need help in figuring out how to edit them or whatever, just let me know.